Hello and welcome. Here are Stan and Johanna. We are both certified Twin Flame Ascension coaches with Twin Flames Universe. Welcome in our new video. So today we have another juicy topic, and the topic that we have is my twin flame cannot forgive me. How do I solve this? So yeah, let's look at that topic because things like this can definitely play out in your union. And if, for example, you feel like your twin flame is not forgiving you, that can feel very uncomfortable. And really, the key here is like, unless you really know or have that spiritual foundation, what I keep hammering into my other videos, like, unless you have them, like, the twin flame journey is indeed quite difficult or very unnecessarily on top of it challenging, because your twin flame is you, and because you and your twin flame share one consciousness, is unless you really in all places of yourself forgive yourself completely, where your twin flame is showing you that, for example, he's not forgiving or he or she is not forgiving you, unless you also heal that completely within yourself, he or she will keep playing that card in your union or in your twin flame relationship. And the key is really here to understand that unless you go within and heal it with the mirror exercise or with the teachings of union by Twin Flames Universe, by Jeff and Shaleia, that unless you heal that within, like, there will not be an outward solution, it's not then otherwise magically resolved. So the only way for you to have harmony in your twin flame union is to heal it within. And so when, for example, your twin flame is not forgiving you because, for example, you have made in the past a choice that turned out however, or was however a choice, but like if your twin flame then, for example, is not forgiving you for that choice, it's just pointing towards you where you are not forgiving yourself for that choice. And so that's really what you need to do, and how you can solve this is by doing the internal healing work and learning on how to forgive yourself, because that will then open the door to peace, to love and harmony with your twin flame and in your heart and in your soul. Because, for example, if your twin flame has unforgiveness towards you, that's basically means he or she has a grudge towards you, or to your union, or to the relationship. And and wherever you feel like a grudge or anger, that's pure negative energy that sucks from you, basically, and it steals from your joy and from all the good feelings that you could feel. And so you both being in a state of unforgiveness, because truly, when with a twin flame, it's like this: when somebody feels unforgiveness, it's always both that are feeling it. So, and there you want to free yourself, you want to free your union of that unforgiveness by loving yourself. So the truth is, you really do have all the power in your twin flame union, and all you need to do is just work through it with the mirror exercise, so that you can flow again in love and in peace and in greater compassion and harmony for yourself, and to find peace, because that's truly what you want. And you don't receive that by doing certain outward actions or by begging the other person for forgiveness or pleasing the other one. Like, that will not work.
What I want to add to this is that basically there is also a lesson in there for both of them. And when your twin flame is not is showing you that he's not forgiving you, then maybe you somewhere also did not get the lesson in it yet, where you maybe like still choosing contrast in your consciousness for yourself, and your twin flame is basically showing to you that that choice that you keep continuously making is not okay. And like maybe he is also, or he or she is also holding on to like unforgiveness, because he doesn't feel like your whole consciousness is making another choice there and really acting on that other choice, a good choice, a loving choice for yourself. And it's very important to look at all of those programming underneath, because you can really have programming where you're basically working against yourself, where you're literally making choices in your life that are basically there to punish yourself, because you have maybe a deep disbelief that you're unlovable, or that you're not worthy of it, or can be more things,
Self-sabotage.
self-sabotage, or that you have certain misbeliefs about men or women, and that you basically project that on your twin flame, and already like have a certain thought or belief in your mind about how he or she is. And then basically like your twin flame is going to show that to you, and is going to hold on to that grudge until you basically change that within yourself.
Yeah,
And
but the key is also on what you can heal also within yourself. Like there's a difference. You can feel complete forgiveness in yourself and also your twin flame towards you, or you towards someone, and still have boundaries, or still like change a bit you're a bit the dynamic in your relationship, or or your own choices or actions. Because I think that's important for us to state here, because it's like truly it's depending also like on which choices happen, but nevertheless it's always important to forgive yourself or the other person completely. But then you also want to have certain if whatever case it is, it depends, but you want to have then, if it applies, like certain boundaries or certain measurements that you do for yourself or whatever, or that you really learn the lesson, that you upgrade your life or that you step up. Because like you said, there can be a greater lesson in it, like a deeper spiritual awareness that you receive and that you may need to integrate in your body, in yourself, in your soul, in your life. And so you need to also act upon that new awareness, or what's good for you, right? What's loving to you or for your union. And so you always want to put love first. And love first sometimes also means having certain boundaries to something. And so that's really what it is, that you choose to learn the lesson, but also that you first fully work through it, that you come to a place of peace and forgiveness, like we said, and that you then can still like maybe change a bit your approach in physical life, like, or have boundaries or whatever, that you go on the right track, like you said, that you choose love, that you choose yourself, your well-being, and your union.
yeah, like if you feel yourself falling back into the same pattern and the same choice over and over again,
When for example, that choice is not good for you, right?
yeah,
That's
like
unloving.
yeah,
Yeah.
and your twin flame is basically holding on to a grudge there, then he's basically he or she
Teaching
is
you
basically teaching you like, hey, it's time to
to
make another
change.
choice here. It's time to change. It's time to not drag me into that choice with you, because we're one being. I'm standing up for our full consciousness here, and I don't allow this anymore.
Yeah, and what's also very important is, right, it's not only forgiving like yourself and one another, like you said, now that can also be a lesson in it, that when, let's say, your twin flame holds on to unforgiveness, or that he's just having a boundary, he or she, and wanting you to learn something on how to treat him or her, because that's what I want to say additionally here. It's truly also very important that you at all times treat each other with love and respect. And yeah, that, loving yeah, that's what it is, and that you're good to one another because you are a team, so you cannot just you know. Mhm.
It's very important, and that helps us always, is that you not only see it from your eyes, from your perspective, but that you, even though your twin flame is you, that you also place yourself into him or her shoes, and that you look at what really played out, and then basically like see through the eyes of love. And like, it's important to forgive and to be compassionate and to be loving, but to also invite yourself and your twin flame into making a better choice. And that's
Yeah.
not by putting up a wall and saying, like, this went too far, like, not anymore, and I stop loving you. That's not what we mean. What we mean is that you basically say, like, okay, I put here a boundary with my intention to just only allow this loving choice, and I invite you to step up with me here. So do you take my hand and make this new choice together?
Yeah,
So
what's basically important is that the choices or whatever you make, that it helps you both become your true self, and that it serves for all of you for the greater good. And so sometimes whatever your twin flame is doing or you to them, whether consciously or unconsciously, probably mostly unconsciously, you always want to serve the greater good. You want to serve love, and don't judge your experience that you're currently having with your twin flame, and just work through it like we said it. And also, if you would like support with it, like, we will be very happy to support you on your twin flame healing journey. We're both certified ascension coaches, and we can support you perfectly all the way into your harmonious twin flame union and beyond. So if this spoke to you, please check out our website. You find that down below in our description box, or send us an email. You find our email there as well, or comment down below, give it a like, share, subscribe if this was something that you liked, and we would love to see you in our next video. Take care. Bye.
bye.